They say men never really grow up. Our toys just get faster, bigger, and way more expensive. Is it mainly kids that buy this?
ये सब बेसिकली रियल कार्स है, जस्ट इन अ मिनिएचराइज्ड फॉर्म. तो सब कुछ इसमें रियलिस्टिक है. इसका इंटीरियर से लगा के सारी चीजें. बस ये है कि आप इसमें बैठ नहीं सकते. द वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर चैसी इज.
What obsession started it all?
स्पेशली फॉर बॉयज इट्स इन द जीन्स. मैं नहीं देख सकता कि दुनिया में कोई भी ऐसा लड़का होगा जिसको आप बोलो कि कोई स्पोर्ट्स कार उसको चाहिए, वो मना कर दे. देयर वाज दिस मनोज वाजपेयी मीम कि बस बचपन में थोड़े से गरीब थे.
How much would a person need to shell?
So this is my heavily modified Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. It is somewhere between.
Today on Crazy Cars, we are stepping away from the full-size garage where 200 kilometers per hour happens in your palm. Welcome to this crazy world of RC cars. I am here with Himanshu at Bharat Hobby, a man that has turned the childhood dream of remote control cars into high-tech obsession. We are talking about oil-filled suspensions, cars that can hit 200 plus kilometers per hour and a lot more. Welcome to the show, Himanshu.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Looking around, I feel like an 8-year-old with a much better credit card this time.
I mean, this has been a long dream of mine, but as you say, बचपन में there was this मनोज वाजपेयी meme कि बस बचपन में थोड़े से गरीब थे, but शौक पहले से ही था. So it is a similar kind of a story. But yeah, I mean, whatever it is, it's just good.
So when we talk about the customer base, is it mainly kids that buy this? Or is it like adults like you and I that are mainly interested and invest in these?
Okay, so these are strictly 14 plus. तो अगर आप बच्चे हो तो these are not even recommended unless you have a parent who is also invested in these, because these are not your regular toys. This is a hobby and these are called hobby grade items. ये सब basically real cars है, just in a miniaturized form.
Yeah, I can see the details on it. You have Falcon wheels, suspension. This is an official Bronco chassis. If I'm not
Yes,
wrong,
it's an early Bronco.
It is wild how the urge to play, it never leaves us, right? So what is it that attracts us, people like you and I, towards these machines?
Especially for boys, it's in the genes.
Yeah.
Nowadays, a lot more girls are also getting involved. But mostly it comes from the urge of having a really cool machine. Especially for example, आपको एक Ferrari चाहिए ही होगा. मैं नहीं देख सकता कि दुनिया में कोई भी ऐसा लड़का होगा जिसको आप बोलो कि कोई स्पोर्ट्स कार उसको चाहिए, वो मना कर दे. So these things, especially the toys, so these are your entry gateway at a very cheaper price point.
We shouldn't even call them toys because they are so serious about what they do, right?
Yes, but again you are getting a very similar machine. It's just that you cannot sit in them.
Yeah.
But उसका सारा mechanics वगैरह सब कुछ ही same रहेगा.
It's like the speed you were talking about.
Exactly, it can go 200 kmph and the world record on this particular chassis is 370 or 367 kilometers per hour. But ये वाली जो चीजें होती हैं, these get you closer to the real machines because apart from the practicality of sitting in it, the safety measures, वो जो सारी चीजें हम लोग अगर हटा दें, तो then these are not very complicated or not very different from a real machine.
The mechanics are the same, just smaller, right?
Yes, तो इसको भी आप खोलोगे तो for example, this is a miniaturized version of an EV.
Take me to day one.
Okay.
What car or what obsession started it all?
So this is my first very serious RC car. इसका जो स्टॉक फॉर्म था उसके कंपैरिजन में अभी मैंने इसमें सब कुछ अपग्रेड कर दिया है. सो द टायर्स, दे आर नो लॉन्गर द स्टॉक व्हील्स. दीज आर मड टेरेन वेरी सॉफ्ट कंपाउंड टायर्स.
How much do you get these for?
This was a pair for around 4,500 for a set of 4 tires. Then the wheels are also separate. These are beadlock wheels. These costed me 5,500 from USA. So a friend of mine was coming 2 years back. So I asked him, I requested him to get these.
This is the price abroad, right?
Yes, this is the price abroad. Earlier it was very high in India, but nowadays you get it a very similar price point. This is called a crawler category.
Yeah, I can see the suspension play at it, right?
Yes.
You have a lot of moving parts if you look closely, right?
Exactly. So this is a hardcore off-road variant of a Jeep Rubicon.
So you can call it a 4-wheel drive.
It is a 4-wheel drive, but it is not the road legal variant that you get. So for example, if you are buying a Jeep or a Thar in India, that has a ladder frame chassis, but those chassis are meant for your highway running as well.
Yeah.
But if you see those sports in USA where people drive their Jeep Wranglers in Grand Canyon, so those are heavily modified. So these are called link suspensions with coil over shocks. So this is that chassis.
Okay, like the proper extreme ones, right?
Exactly. And we have put a lot, you can see a lot more wiring over here. So we have real rock lights in it. We have a working winch. We have metal bumpers. We also have a spare tire mount at the back. This is your roof rack. So there is this awning that we have put, and there is a pearlescent wrap. It was gunmetal gray earlier, but I just get a wrap put on it 2 years back. So this is my heavily modified Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. The cost was around 65k when I bought it stock. Right now, after putting all the modifications, it is somewhere between 1.25, yeah, to be precise.
This.
Yes, after all the modifications.
Okay, so looking at the chassis of this car, right? You have so many components
Yes.
that it looks like, it is a real car. So how close is the engineering on these cars, to the actual car that we have out on the roads that we drive?
Yeah, so as I told you, these are EV variants.
Yes.
So it is actually very similar. The fundamentals are almost similar. The only complications comes because you have to carry somebody. तो जैसे ही कोई इंसान उसमें बैठेगा तो नाउ यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ द सेफ्टी, यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ द प्रैक्टिकल एस्पेक्ट्स. कार सेफ होनी चाहिए, कार कंफर्टेबल होनी चाहिए. तो ये सारी जो चीज़ें आप डाल देते हो तब वो सारे फंडामेंटल्स चेंज हो जाते हैं. बट आप जो अंदर का देखोगे, जैसे चैसी वगैरह आपने देख लिया, चैसी इज एग्जैक्टली द सेम.
आर्किटेक्चर एंड एवरीथिंग इज देयर.
उसमें द स्टीयरिंग मैकेनिज्म, everything is the same. It is just that you are putting a servo motor over here.
Yeah.
But the fundamentals on how do you drive those, how do you steer those, everything is very similar to those. And this also has a 2-speed transmission.
Amazing.
But these are all proportional, just like your proper EV cars. So the amount of throttle that you give, the amount of steering input that you give, ये सब वही same चीज follow करेगा.
So you have a Jimny over here.
Yes.
So how accurate and how similar is this Jimny to the actual Jimny out there?
This is the most realistic RC Jimny in the world. This is officially licensed. This is based on their JB74 3-door variant.
Yeah.
Which is not available in India. I think it's a Japanese model. But ये वाली जो गाड़ी है इसके सारे दरवाजे खुलते हैं. इवन इसका जो सीट्स है वो रिक्लाइन होता है. अंदर का स्टीयरिंग भी घूमता है. तो सब कुछ इसमें रियलिस्टिक है. इसका इंटीरियर से लगा के सारी चीज़ें. बस ये है कि आप इसमें बैठ नहीं सकते. सो दिस इज अ हमर ओवर देयर. सो दिस इज 1:12 स्केल. This is 1:18 scale. If you see, the 1:18 scale Hummer is bigger than a 1:12 scale Jimny. So that is one factor. Jimny looks very small.
Yeah.
So that is why it could not sell well in India.
Yeah, see, just compare the size.
Yeah. So this was supposed to be bigger, but it's not.
And how much would a person need to shell to get one of these or these?
Okay, so this one was around INR 20k. This was around 22 to 23,000.
Okay, and you get the most detailed one.
Yes, the most detailed one. But these are smaller in size. The moment you go bigger,
Okay.
you have to shell out some
Shell
more.
out more.
That's why a real Hummer will cost you in crores, while an RC small 1:18 scale will cost you 20,000. It also depends upon the brand. So this is from a brand called FMS. So there are also brands like if you're buying a Mercedes versus if you are buying a Volkswagen, Volkswagen will be cheaper with the same features.
Okay.
Because of the brand factor. So this is a Chinese brand.
Okay.
If it was a US based brand giving you the same car,
Yeah.
that would be almost double the price.
Okay.
Just because it's a US based brand, just because the brand value is high, their marketing budgets are high.
Yeah.
But again, you are getting a much more better machine right now at a cheaper price.
So if I were to take this off-road, right, in real, if I were to jump this off a ramp and something breaks, like if we talk about this specific plane, right, which is based on the Rafale. So if you look at the front nose, it is gone. So if something breaks, is this the end game for these RC cars, or you have spare parts, you can bring it, you can fix these cars?
Yes, these are all very fixable. If you see this hood, this is broken.
Okay.
Because I dropped it once. So, but everything is replaceable. You get a proper manual in which all the spare parts are mentioned, just like your real car.
Yeah.
So you can just, for example, we also deal with these spare parts. So you can give me a part number and I'll arrange that for you.
How much time will it take?
Most of them are ready in stock at most places. If it is not, then hardly it will take 15 to 20 days. But this is a different story altogether.
Yes, please tell me about this one.
Yeah, so this is a unibody design. So these are EPO foam based jets and planes.
Okay.
So if anything breaks, you have to have that particular part which came off You can just apply a foam glue and everything will be back to normal.
I think I saw this crash in one of your videos, right?
Yes, I crashed it multiple times. These are very durable when it comes to fixing. These will crash, these will break, but you can just apply that glue and they are back to normal again.
Very simple fix, right?
Not very simple. You have to be a little more detail oriented if you want to have a decent fix.
Yeah.
So these are called EDF jets. So there is a EDF fan inside it. This is a 64 variant. The higher you go, the more powerful they are. So we also have an F22, which is yet to be assembled.
Okay.
It is right now in a disassembled form.
How much time it takes to assemble one of these?
Very easy. It takes hardly 15 to 20 minutes.
For you?
For anybody. Because most of the things are pre-assembled. But just to make the box smaller, they will keep certain parts dismantled. So you just have to put those screws in. That's it.
So in front of me right now, there are different types of RC cars, right? They all have a different purpose.
Yes.
So what are they called? What is their purpose? If someone wants to get specific one of these, what would be the entry barrier for them?
Okay. So firstly, I'll tell you about the most cheapest one. So this is called a toy grade car.
Okay.
So in the category, there is this category called RC crawlers.
Okay.
So RC crawlers are hardcore 4x4, 6x6, 8x8 variants, just like Jimny, Thar. There is a transfer case in them. You do a hardcore 4x4.
Yes.
These are out of the box, meant for
There are
off-roading.
differentials in it.
Differentials which are locked. You also get an unlocking mechanism as well. But these are torque heavy. You can compare it to a car in its first gear.
So it can climb over different types of terrains, right?
Yes, exactly. And this is a cheap crawler that you can find on Amazon.
Which I used to get as gifts growing up.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is just a very basic thing. They have just put random two motors on the front and back. So this is not meant for hardcore crawling. This is just a toy. But the moment you come to hobby grade, your entry level in India, it starts at around 7 to 8K.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah, but you have to do a lot more modifications for it to be able to crawl really well.
Okay.
In China, that same item you will be getting for 4 to 5K.
Okay.
In USA, again, similar price range. But those are very basic ones. So you will have to mod a lot.
Yeah.
So I would rather suggest you to just get a better one for 15 to 20K ish range, in which you don't have to mod a lot. And out of the box, you get a really good performing vehicle. This is a drift car.
Yeah, my favorite car growing up.
Yeah, so this is my wife's Lamborghini, but it's a true drift car. This one is from a brand called MST, which is a US based brand. So this one starts at 45K for a brushed variant. Then there are brushless variants which will cost you around 399 to 499 USD.
Brushless?
So these are types of motors.
Okay.
So right now the motors that you get in real EVs,
Yeah.
those are mostly brushless. So brushless is basically a compact variant, but much more durable, much more powerful.
Okay.
And it is a proper rear wheel drive drift car. Again, entry to these, it will start at around 7 to 8K.
Okay.
But those again, not...
If a good one is 45,000, almost half a lakh.
Yes. Then...
The hooligan.
yes, so this is very similar to a drift car, but these are called on-road cars.
Okay.
So basically a drift car, you will have to have proper surfaces. These are very surface dependent.
Okay.
You will have to have a very smooth surface. These are surface independent, but the ground clearance is low. The center of gravity is low. That is where we can make all those speed records.
Okay.
So the red one that I showed you, that was an on-road car that went 161.
Okay.
So this particular car, I can modify it to go at least 100 kmph because the center of gravity is low.
Yes.
So it will stick to the ground and it will be very stable at those high speeds. These crawlers, they won't be able to do that.
Yes.
Then the fourth category is your speed basher. This is the most common category. It is used in all the races around the world.
It has a lot of play also in the suspension, right? To take over any obstacles.
Yes, and these are very fast.
And it has a carbon fiber chassis.
This one in particular has a carbon fiber chassis, and this one can go around 80 to 85 kmph. So for an off-roading vehicle at a very small scale, to be stable at those speeds, they had to tune a lot. So this is a heavily tuned car out of the box.
Okay.
And you can do your tuning as well. So there are differentials inside.
Okay.
So you can put your own differential fluids, and there are like n number of modifications that you can do to even tweak this further.
So can you put the same oil which you put in real cars in this? Or there are different oils for this?
So those are different oils. These are silicon based oils which you are putting inside those shocks. But again, at times what we do is, if something is similar, if I put the word RC in front of it, that will cost me around $50.
Okay.
But you might get a similar item in the market
Way
which will
cheaper.
not be called that, but it will be way cheaper.
Okay.
So if I'm buying an RC grease, I'll be paying 1500 to 2000 rupees. At the least 100, like 900 to 1000 rupees. So what I do is I just buy that 50 rupees grease from the market, and it
okay.
works the same.
Okay. I think we've had a lot of talk. I think it's time to go out now and see what these cars can do in real life.
Yes, you can choose whatever you want to play with.